Hi guys, it's Krista from Playing with a Purpose, and it's been a while since I've done a tour of my space. I was off quite a while for my shoulder. I'm still not back full time. My daughter's helping me 3 days a week, and so I'm gonna show you what we set up for the last 2 weeks of September and for the month of October. If you're new here, my name is Krista and I'm a childcare provider for up to 5 children. And on my channel, you'll find tips and tricks, all things related to childcare, shopping hauls, and the odd family vlog. In our sensory bin, I made a little pumpkin patch. And so I just put up some calendar pictures, and then I have the lentils and the little hay bales from the Dollar Tree. And then I found these little wooden slats and I felt like they looked like a little hay wagon, so I threw some of these in along with some little tractors, some more tractors and another one of these. I have a bunch of these little hay bales and a bunch of little pumpkins for the children to pick up. I added lots of different textures in this bin so the children could explore. This one is more like velvet. This one is more like burlap. And of course we have the hay and the lentils. Over at our light table, I just put out some books with letters and numbers. And then I have these really fun little gel letters that the children can explore on the light table. And I also have these translucent letters that they can play with. And then I also put out these little rings with letters as well. For gross motor, I have the Pickler with the climbing wall. And I bought these 2 new tables, which I absolutely love. And I'm waiting for a larger table to arrive, but I'm loving this space that I have right now. So I'm kind of second guessing whether or not I should just stick with these or even maybe get a third small table, but these are amazing. I love them. Over in the science table, I just put out the learning resource apples for the children to play with. So I usually put them in this big bucket. The children can use the different materials at the table to experiment with. So we have a magnifying glass, a tape measure. I put some sheets of felt out for the children to sort, and then this little scale. On our first toy shelf, I have this adorable Jeannaud acorn and squirrel toy. It's super cute. The children can pop the acorns down and then they collect in the little basket down here. And then I have some books at the top along with my adorable little Jellycat pine cone and my new plant. I want to talk a little bit about fire safety this month, so I put out some fire truck related puzzles. Since I have a multi-age classroom, I always want to make sure that I have different developmental staged puzzles. So I have some simpler ones and then all the way up to 3 to 5 type puzzles. And then down here, the same with the school bus. This is a really fun new puzzle I bought last year. It goes over all the different emotions. But what I really love about it is if the children get stuck, it's self-correcting. So there's different colors on the back. So if they get stuck, they can check the back and see if they got it right. Talking about our feelings and our emotions is something that we should be kind of teaching throughout the whole year. So I thought this was a really great addition. And I love that it has many different skills in one toy. Up here, I have some more. These ones are just different children from around the world puzzles. I love these layered puzzles, and my children have really started to get the concept and they're using this every single day. And then down at the bottom, I have a number puzzle with acorns. It's also color matching and it helps the children with one-to-one correspondence. And then here I have a beautiful leaf puzzle. Over on the second toy shelf, I have this beautiful wooden Ferris wheel. We have the last fair of the season in our little town, and so I always like to put out a couple little toys for the fair. And then here I have this new little Tenderleaf toy. It's a balancing toy with a tree and then different animals. So there's like a bat and there's different colored fall leaves. There's an owl, squirrels. rabbits, different types of birds, woodpecker. So it's great for building vocabulary, but it's also great for fine motor and problem solving. It's a great all-around toy. Down here, I have the Learning Resources cars. If you're not familiar with these are amazing. They're also self-correcting, and they have really nice rubber wheels. They're really sturdy and good quality. They have natural environmental print on them with the numbers, and the children really love playing with these. This is old school. My kids played with this when they were young. It's the Arthur Schoolhouse, and inside is all the little pieces. So there's like a slide and a teeter-totter and a bus, and then there's a school bell that goes up on top here. It just doesn't fit on the shelf. So this is also a really popular toy. And then in this basket, I have these little emotion eggs. I think it's made by Hape. I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's made by Hape. So this is another opportunity for the children to practice talking about the different feelings they might be having. And it's a color matching toy. It's good to practice balance. This is a little book that comes with it, and it talks about all the different feelings throughout the story. And then down here, this is a Melissa and Doug House on Fire. So you can put it together, and it has like little bushes at the bottom. And then once it's together, there's a little cat up here that they need to rescue. So that can stick up here. And this is always a really fun toy to take out, especially for Fire Safety Month. Over in our Circle Time area, I put out my felt emotion pieces, and I just think these are so beautiful. I love that they have real photographs. I took out my Fireman Sam puppet. I have these feelings flashcards, and it's great because it actually has the opposites on the back. So it's a great way to talk about opposites. I have a turkey hat and a little fall leaf puppet. I have some mirrors and some felt stories. We've got some new fall books. And then over here, I have my Folkman Canada Goose. He's absolutely precious. He's got leather feet. It's just beautiful. And then I just put out a fall book here. I put out these little ramps for the children to experiment with, and have these little wooden balls, and they're not chokeable, so I love that they can play with these safely and experiment with force and motion. Here I have my homemade apple picking tree. I just colored a tree, and then I have this basket full of apples, and the children can pick an apple and put it on its correct spot. I've just laminated the apples and put Velcro on them, and then they can pick them off as well. So right here, I've set up a little apple pie making station. So I have the Melissa and Doug pie, and they can roll out their dough, they can chop up their apples, and then they can make a pie. I just have the table set up here with this little cloth that I got at the Dollar Tree. And then I put out some backpacks for back to school, some Pete the Cat shoes, and a lunch pail, and some clothes for the children to try on. So up at the top, I put some things out for the children to make their own lunches for school. So we have a lunch pail. The kids can make a sandwich. Down here, I have some different ingredients to make sandwiches. So they have some bread or some pita or some sub buns. And then they've got tomato, lettuce, and meat. And then down here, they can pack a snack. And then over here, we have some ingredients that we need to make Thanksgiving dinner. And then they can cook that up on the stove. So we've got the turkey in here, and they can baste it. Some more gross motor over here. I kept out the slide. And then over here, we have our little babies. So that's what I put out for the rest of September and October. We're only working 3 days a week. So I figured I could stretch that out. And then come November, we're gonna be doing farm. I don't think I'm gonna be lifting quite yet. So I think my daughter will probably be with me again for November. This shoulder injury has proven to be a really difficult journey, and it's taken me so much more time than I thought to recover. I still have a long road ahead of me, and so things have been a little slower over here, but I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and please consider subscribing. I'm Krista with Playing with Purpose. I'll see you next time.